Hey, it's Mark Engstrom here, talking shop, keys. I'm old school. There's a lot of newbies out there, and all they use is a computer. Their keyboard's a shell, and sound's coming from a computer. Old school, it's all in the keys. So I like one keyboard per one sound, and you mix them on the fly. It's all right in front of you. It's easily accessible. This is a Yamaha setup. Use it for church, worship. I also use it for classic rock, so play out wherever. Use it for weddings. Right now on the bottom, it's a S80, classic keyboard from the early 90s. Took over by the S90. Eventually became a motif, but man, it's still rock solid. If you treat them right, you might notice that everything I'm playing is by Yamaha, so I don't know why they don't pay me, but this is an advertisement for them as well. Up on the top, I've got an MX88. At home for practice, I use an MX88. This is the 49 version of it. So MX49, it's got multiple voices. You can layer it. Set up the same way with banks. In the background, I also use a rack mount motif. It's in every studio that's worth anything. Everything is built into it. And it's great to just pull in another layer. So when I'm playing, let's assume I'm playing in church, and you start simple. So there's my piano, right? Just a basic piano. So if you've got a good sound guy, they're gonna take care of all the effects and things for you. But let's just say you don't, because it's just you, and you're the only guy there. Well, maybe you want a little bit more lively piano. So there's on the mod. Now I can make that. So see how it's detuning? It's kind of like a barroom piano. Maybe I want that part away, just so I get a little bit wider sound on it. So I'm going to leave it about there. It's a little bit active. It's not hugely detuned, but it's wider, so it's fuller, right? So when I play, again, I use the keyboards to their fullest. So this keyboard allows 4 different voices at the same time. The problem is, if you're playing Mary Had a Little Lamb with 2 fingers, you can use 4 voices because the polyphony will keep up. But if you're playing with 10 fingers as an advanced player, you're going to chew that up really quick. So about 2 sounds is the only thing I've been able to get out of it. Again, this is from the early 90s technology. But so if I'm doing worship and we start off with just a piano sound, and we go to a chorus, maybe I'm sliding in the strings. So again, it's all right in front of me. I don't have to go find a bank in a computer. I'm just sliding. It's all right there in front of me on sliders. So now I've added string to the mix. And let's say we're into a gospel and we go to a bridge, and now we're going to go big, right? Maybe I want to add a B3 in there. So I'll go to my MX49. And you notice that the string in the piano is really vocal high in the low end. Like the mid to lows, the string is a little dampened, so is the organ. But if I go high, that's the range where the B3 comes in, an octave higher. If I go 2 octaves higher, you notice that the string is pretty present too, because that's more of its range. So where you play matters. The other thing about that B3 is it's important to know when you've got these things all strung together, is it's the order of what you put. So I talked about the mod wheel, doing that broad piano. If I change that mod wheel when I have the organ on, it affects that too, right? So what I'm doing is setting my piano the way I want it. And when I go to that B3, I'm using the mod wheel on the 49, so it only affects the organ. It doesn't go backwards. So then if I wanted to bring in the motif, if I'm in church, maybe I'm going to add a cathedral organ. Right? So I'm layering in that sound. That's really common. It's really cool if you're doing an old school hymn or something. So the other thing that's built into that motif is just the pure rock and roll stuff. Talk about something just gutty. So here's an example. I know you guys have heard that, right? So you can get authentic guitar sounds as well. You just got to learn to mix it, bring them in, bring them out, play with it, and do what makes sense for you. So if I want to do something that's a hymn based, and I want to just crank it. Let's pick an old hymn. Let's do Martin Luther's hymn, A Mighty Fortress. So maybe I want to just build a wall of sound initially. Just going to build up that bass in. Going to add in the cathedral. A little bit of guitar in the low end. Just below middle C. For a church service. In fact, I just did it this last Sunday. So again, Martin Luther, A Mighty Fortress is our God, man. If you've been in church, you've heard that. And there's nothing like hearing that on a cathedral organ, but you don't need to spend the thousands or hundreds of thousands for that pipe organ. You can do that with pure just Yamaha gear. So phenomenal stuff. So let me go with something a little bit more modern. I'm going to demonstrate the layers coming in and out. And I'm going to start off, let's mix this up. I'm going to start off with some Van Halen, the Van Hagar area, right now. We'll go into, let's go into a little Bon Jovi, Let It Rock. And man, I was raised classical, so we're going to finish up with some Chopin. And we'll see what happens here, but give me a second. Let me build the layer, and we'll crank it out. Hope you enjoyed that. One more thing while I'm still here. I am a LifeWave representative. If you haven't heard about LifeWave, it's stem cell activation. I am 61 years old. I don't look it, I don't feel it, and I can play still because I use that product. At 61, I've played since I was 4. My fingers have been really messed up. I've got several that are like crooked. This one locks in place from playing octaves. I've got a zipper on my wrist, titanium plate, and 10 screws to hold it together from soccer injuries. I tell you what, a couple years ago, I ached after I played for an hour. I can play forever now. So stem cell activation, if you're an aging musician, guitarist, keyboardist, whatever, if you've got inflammation or arthritis and you're hurting, give me a call. Give me a call. We'll set you up. Hope you enjoyed Keys Talk with Mark. Thanks a lot.